I'm just going to talk for a minute about one of the conditioning exercises I've developed in the last year or so. When you're running in general, obviously you're holding your body mainly upright, perhaps very slightly bent forward depending on how you run. And obviously, especially in ultra running, you're holding that position, which is basically a static position, sort of for hours and hours on end, which is obviously stressful on the body, stressful on the core, and it's one of the movements that you have to develop and as you get stronger and fitter to do your sport. And obviously when you're a multi-day runner, that's even more so, because you're holding that position for not only hour after hour, but day after day after day as well. One of the things I have found useful is really to develop the, if you like, the balancing movement or the opposite movement, which obviously, instead of being basically slightly forward, is obviously developing the motion where you're able to go backwards. Call it a crab position, a wrestler's bridge. There's various descriptions of it. And to do this, I often use a Swiss ball to help support me. And I'll just show you how I do it and how I warm myself up by doing this backward position. I just roll backwards and forwards, gradually relaxing the stomach and the lower abs. And then I slightly adjust my foot position so that I'm even more in the crab position. And then as I get more confident and I warm up, I actually touch my head on the floor, getting a really good stretch on down the front of the abdominals, and obviously getting a really good stretch on the back and the lower back as well. And as I said, it's an opposite and balancing movement to the slightly front leaning running position. So there you are, I've done a full stretch of the back in an arching position, and then I could either leave it at that, or if I want to, I could then go and do an actual crab on the floor, if that's what I wanted to do.